The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. This head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. And it's no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. First down for this offense. On the option. At the 40, there he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Really nice job there making a play with his legs. And I'll tell you, you think recently about Clemson quarterbacks and guys like Taj Boyd, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, they were all dangerous throwing it, but they also all have the ability to make plays with their feet. And that's one thing this guy can do. He truly is a dual-threat quarterback.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Knight. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. On the move. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry. Old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Fires downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's looking for a man on second down. Trying to get to him. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end.
Clemson 7, Colorado 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion on the out. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Now on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment, just give up on the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 1.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They are up by 7 over Maryland. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. hauls it in, looking for space. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Knight. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using the quick game. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking downfield, it's Knight. They're bringing heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Knight. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffalo! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Calls his own number. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Using his feet. Bounced off his feet.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right now.
Fourth and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. Fourth and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, fourth down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Number 14, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over, first and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.